Welcome back to the show, everybody. It's time for Off the Gridiron. Nearly every school has a team that will always be remembered for their feats. For some, it could be winning a state title or any other deep postseason run. And, well, Colin now joins us with a story of a run that's really just unlike any other.
Yeah, especially for a Webster County team. There's one team that they have that sticks out above all the rest. And it wasn't just for what they did on the field, but how that Trojan team persevered off of it.
The O2 Webster County football team is now in the Webster Hall of Fame, but their journey to success had a tragic start.
It was a loss that you can't describe, even now, 22 years later.
That pain was the loss of head coach Eric Hogg to a heart attack right before the season. But the team, including the coaches, knew the best way to honor Hogg's life was by chasing success with his lessons.
And even with his adversity of life and death, those guys moved on.
And what followed was the best season in program history, heading to a state semifinal, something that the Trojan captain will never forget.
When one does something unique and special, it leaves a legacy, and to this day, they still talk about the O2 Trojans here.
That season was heavily influenced by Hogg's legacy, and 22 years later, it remains the same.
I've even caught myself calling one of the coaches Coach Hogg. You know, because I feel his presence is just part of this.
And I talked to a few guys that never played football, and they said he asked me my jersey size and said he had a helmet for me almost every day, and my biggest regret in my life is not playing for him. So they remember him as a teacher and a leader in the school. His legacy more is not just us as football players, but, you know, it was Webster County.
And perhaps the greatest achievement of Eric Hogg has been his son Jackson, who at the funeral got a big commitment from his dad's former players.
As I was up there talking, I made it through the entire service and very, very much kept it together until I saw his 18-month-old son walking up to the casket. But this young man wouldn't get to experience him in that regard. And so many of us that night made it a priority to make sure we shared with his son through the years who that was.
That relationship is still alive for the Hogg family.
It's a blessing. It's the older brothers that I never had, really. Couldn't be more blessed to be able to count on them and call on them whenever I need them.
They were a big family, and all of those players that we still talk to, and even back then will tell you, you know, they were all brothers, and they still are. You can see it, and I think they think of Jackson as part of their family too.
Just another reason football is family.
He's one of those people that I've never met him, but you can see the impacts he's had on that program. To this day, they still run the wing T formation, which was a trademark that he created and put in the team. To this day, they still run it, and it's a staple. It's built for the kids that come out of Webster County. It's pretty cool to see that impact still there.
Just goes to show you the lasting legacy of great people. All right, coming up after the break, we'll hand out our helmet stickers for the week, find out who really stood out when we huddle up for the 2-minute drill.